My job is fine. I'm still trying to really figure out what exactly I did wrong that would not also be something that they were doing wrong. I still think that I was okay. I got rid up, but again, I'm just trying to talk to people and get out of my bubble. Well, everybody thinks I'm in a bubble, but I said before, not that anybody's paying attention, but that puto means bitch, chien, putain, but I guess it wasn't quite, well, I wasn't explaining well enough because puto is a masculine version, so it means something like faggot. Faggot would probably be the best approximation. And I'm not gay. I wasn't necessarily offended by a guy wearing a shirt that says something like howdy faggots, but from my perspective, when somebody says things like that, that means that, okay, they must be joking, right? And so it should be okay to use that same sort of jokes around them. And so, their baby flipped me off, and I flipped the baby back as a joke. And the baby doesn't recognize that I'm flipping them off, so it was a joke for the parents that I was hoping the parents would find it funny, because if they think, saying howdy faggots is something funny, I don't see why they would think that flipping people off isn't also funny. I took a risk and it didn't pan out, I guess. So before that whole difficulty with my job started, I was going to make another venting video. And this was the thing that I was thinking about before I flipped off a baby. And I was reading one of my favorite books, The Pensées by Blaise Pascal. I probably fucked that up, but I don't like to trust my own judgment. I don't like to trust it at all. But in the Pensées, Pascal starts talking about, how often we do things in life based on things that are uncertain. Nothing in life is ever really certain. There's always some chance of whatever you do failing. And Pascal started talking about it's strange how, we might worry about things like losing our job, making people mad at us, making people uncomfortable, or losing, whether we gain or lose some woman or other. But we don't worry so much about whether or not we're going to hell. And, I've said here before that I'm a Satanist, and I guess I don't necessarily disbelieve that I'm going to hell for that, and I sometimes think about that a lot. Hell is something that's often in my mind. I frequently read the Divine Comedy by Dante. I read about hell. I have a painting of hell in my bedroom. It's something that I think about a lot, and there's just so much uncertainty in life, and it feels strange of me that I would be bothered by not knowing whether or not flipping somebody off is going to make them upset and make me lose my job and make me be homeless, and that I would not be worried about, going to hell, going about how often I might offend God. There's a saying that a liar is a man that is brave towards men and cowardly towards God. And that's what was on my mind. I just feel so confused all the time. I don't know who I'm fucking making this for, who's watching this. I just want to make a record at the very least. At the very least, something will come of it. God knows.